welcome to something that looks kind of familiar, but also very different. This, would you believe it, is Wolfenstein 3D. Or it's LZWolf, which is a fork of LZWolf, which is a source port of Wolfenstein 3D, and it aims to bring the kind of customization that GZ Doom brings to Doom to Wolfenstein. We've got my feature sword, and so's the rest of me. Give me a break with a potion, leap of faith, and fall by my blade. We'll go for this one for now. Alright, this incredible looking Prince of Persia mod was done by, excuse me, Dunkelschwamm. Which I think means dark sponge in German, unless I've tragically misremembered what Schwamm means. And it was done to bring the kind of puzzle-oriented version, gameplay of Prince of Persia into a Wolf 3D environment. So we'll see how that goes. That's the same guard from level 1 who's hesitantly just sitting there, so we'll go in the other direction until we find a sword. I was alerted to this by Poila on my Discord, so thank you very much for that. This is a 3-level demo that was released on October the 5th, so just a few days ago while I'm recording this. And so far, it's very authentic. I do like the implication that it wasn't just an art style having the blank walls in Prince of Persia 1, and they have just painted certain walls in the castle black, and that's their aesthetic. Okay, how does sword fighting work then? We've got a poke. I'm not sure we have any other actions. Oh! Alright, well, there we go. And there's our exit. How do we... Oh, I thought something was happening, but it's just part of the music. How do... Oh. So I suppose the trick is to just go back and forward and poke them by counter-attacking. Do these spring out... Yeah, they spring out just a couple of seconds after you run over them. And the purple and pink guards don't move. Alright. Alright, so that moves through... Where have I been before? This is the thing about Wolfenstein 3D, that you're never quite sure where you are. This does add an auto map. It's not quite as clear as the Doom one, but maybe it doesn't need to be because everything's based on blocks. We'll see. Oh. I haven't looked at the code for this yet, but it does basically the same thing that GZ Doom does. It makes things scriptable, programmable, with a list of states. And believe it or not, I still don't really know how game coding works, because I've only ever written boring business software professionally. And for all the games that I've made, I've used a visual environment, Multimedia Fusion or ClickTeam Fusion as it's now called, or other things like that. So I know the principles, but I don't really know how to put them together into a game, and learning GZ Doom and ZScript has been the closest thing that I've done. Alright. That gives me some health back. Can I... I can walk over these after they've sprung, okay. I thought I had to puzzle my way out and in. But I would not go past one that's got a pillar behind it, because I won't be able to get off in time. Oh, that's the exit, okay. I don't seem to be pointing in the wrong direction every time I hit a switch that's trying to get me to notice something. Here we go. Oh, of course, and I should be belting the spacebar on all the walls to find the secrets. Well, let's see. Okay, we've got a vase there, a big potion there. 2 discoveries that I've made about potions. fairly recently in life. Not everybody called the big potions vases. That was a term that our family must have made up. The second one is that the potions are... the bottles are all grey. And for some reason, throughout my life, I thought the potion bottles are coloured according to their contents. There's a green vase for the special potions, there's a blue little bottle for the poisonous ones, and they're not. All the bottles look the same, apart from their size. And it's just a certain shade of grey that implied to me... That's a moving wall. Implied to me somehow that these bottles are all different colours. What's it like just being able to see colours? It's not a concept I'm familiar with. You have to concentrate to see them. I like the more trap-laden kind of level like this. Fighting isn't too difficult, but maybe when you have to be aware of all the obstacles around you, like the spikes. It's more a spatial awareness challenge. Oh, I wonder what the big potion's going to do, actually. Because, can you extend your health? Well, of course you can. It's a GZ Doom style, is what I meant to say. Wolfenstein 3D. Yeah, let's not get that, for example. You see this? I thought that this sprite's a red potion, that sprite's a blue potion. And, I mean the colour on the bottles, but they're identical. And, because I thought I could see colours on the bottles, I never thought to question that they weren't there. This must all sound tremendously insane to someone who isn't colourblind, but I'm hoping to God that at least one person sympathises with me and I'm not just completely crazy. Now. Oh, special potion. What do you suppose it does? Does it flip the screen upside down? Because I'm not quite ready for that. Ooh! Gives me Excalibur. Come on, then. Whoa! Okay. Steady on there. It's a nuclear-powered sword. Wonder if it's going to make me use that sometime to kill an enemy that I otherwise can't. Oh yeah, the pillars all have surprisingly large hitboxes, because the obstacle takes up the entire square, just like a wall would. I am sort of wondering what the appeal of the Wolfenstein 3D environment is specifically, because you can do things like this in GZ Doom. You just alter the physics a bit of your movement, and you make sure you never use a third dimension in your level design. But maybe there's just satisfaction in making something for this older engine, because maybe you could say the same thing about Unity. You could do anything you can do in GZ Doom in that, or in Unreal 4. I think they're up to Unreal 5 or 6 now. What's that like doing it in GZ Doom? Because I find that very satisfying. Alright. This music's from Hocus Pocus. Oh, the second Hocus Pocus film is coming out, which my wife is very excited about, but I've never seen the first one. I read a story, I think it must have been on Twitter, to DOS Nostalgic, Anatoly Shaskin, whose name I can 50% pronounce right. They said that they rented the film Hocus Pocus as a child, thinking that it was based on their favourite DOS game. And he was sitting there in front of it going, well, it's lost something a bit in translation. these kill me inside? I don't really want to find out. Were there mid-level saves in Wolfenstein 3D? No, there are now. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much the result I expected. Alright, let's do something more sensible than walking to biting gates. Oh, how forgiving are these with where you're standing? Ah! I heard something move. Oh, it was that one moving back. Okay, never mind. What? Hello, sorry, skeleton. I wasn't paying attention there. Oh, of course, and I can't kill the skeleton, can I? And I don't have any rocket launcher to blow it to bits like in Quake. Oh, yeah, paying more attention to where that was would have helped. The translation of the enemy sprites to front-facing is really quite good. All right. So yeah, as we saw in the last level, and I didn't really pick up on, moving walls can be triggered by just where you are. Bye! It's like Scooby-Doo there, running through all the doors. I'm wondering if I was meant to trap the skeleton in there somehow. But I don't think so. I only had door open buttons. Oh, what do I do now then? Do I have to slay the skeleton? Or do I have to get him on the other side of that wall? Oh, you can rapid fire the use button in this, that's quite handy. Sorry about your ears. Well, we're gonna just be at this all day, aren't we? Oh, no, that re-skeletonized him. Oh, but only briefly. I'd forgotten about this. Does that happen in Principle? I don't know anymore. It happens in the Super Nintendo version, where with all the extra levels, where there are skeletons that you can temporarily disable. But I think in Prince of Persia DOS, there's no such thing as a skeleton that has to take a rest. I seem to have got myself turned around a bit. Do I have to lure him into a biting gate, maybe? Should have thought of that before gallivanting back all the way here. I just don't see how a biting gate would do sword damage. What you just heard is the noise of a cat making her way downwards under the influence of gravity. Oh, ow! Come through here. No. Because Pepper has got a new favourite place in the house. She likes sitting on the windowsill up next to me while I'm working, or on the computer, which is always. And she just likes watching the garden at ground level from there. No doubt she sees plenty of mice and rabbits and other things she'd like to kill. She rejected her collar very early on, and we just kind of gave up on giving her a collar because she would always find a way to take it off. But then my wife dressed them up in little bows for Christmas, and both the cats seemed to like those. She never minded that. And I've just was on my way past the pet shop while I was walking today, and I got a little bell for her collar so I could tell where she is, because she sometimes hides. And I'm not sure whether she likes it or not. Did I actually save that? I don't even know. All right. So we're going for squash the skeleton in the biting gate, even though I'm not really sure why a skeleton would complain about that more than he would getting a sword through him. Come on. I'm a skeleton. I'm walking along. It's interesting how they have the sword out state and the... Oh no, maybe they don't. Maybe they just have the sword out when they're facing you. No, they don't. Okay, they do have a on guard state and a non-on guard state. That's interesting. Yeah, that was it. I suppose he can't get up now because he's been continually sliced. There we go. 100% secrets. Were there any? I don't know. Alright, we are back to level 1, I think. So, Dunkelschram, if that is your name, this is a great little port of Prince of Persia into something I didn't know existed before today. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how you take it from here and how you can put Prince of Persia style puzzles into the Wolfenstein 3D but extended environment, because I think there could be a lot you can do here. Thought I'd finally get a secret there. I think there's quite a lot you could do here that isn't sticking to the original game's obstacles and puzzles. But I'm very interested to see what that is.